Zakia, man, he's a specialist in the kitchen right now. So this brother took the Corona Familiar, the little bottle, and did something crazy to it. Listen, man, only in LA do you get this type of treatment. Like Ashala.
What's the one West? If I could train a dragon, I could damn sure tame a lion. Any climate, and I'm shining like a diamond out of Zion. Been a tyrant, never silent. My retirement's desire, but my dwelling place is fire. Fitting for my attire. If I could aim any higher, I hit the Allah higher. My asylum is in the bottom of fringes and the bottom. Wobble, wobble, shaking. Taking the city with a trunk. Cause it's one big titty bitch. Ready to get fucked from the front to the back. We never stumble, never laugh. While they recover from the Sabbath, we on
the same. There's always been like a Mexican against black,
right?
But then there's always been a black and Mexican together.
Your problems and I'm a troubleshoot. Rich niggas won't fuck with you, making they people uncomfortable. Usher you to the upper room. Truly we the untouchable. Fully automatic boss status. Fully automatic boss status.
Especially now too. Especially right now that a lot of Mexicans are cooler with the blacks because of the era,
right?
Like the music and all that shit,
right? So you saying it was always a separation, but it was always some or few who kept a bond between one another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is heavy. That's actually heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when a Mexican used the word nigga, okay, first of all, what do you think about a Mexican using the word nigga?
I think it's the same way as a black brother, a black person using nigga.
And I agree with you. But go ahead, if you could explain.
Because me, when I was growing up, I would say nigga.
Yeah.
And then when the first time I said it around black people, they, like for a split second, they looked at me like, but then after that was normal.
Right.
Because when I said it, I didn't notice them give me that look until like now when I think about it.
Yeah.
But I used to always say like, what's up? Like, what's good, nigga? Like nothing. And then there's like, oh, it's cool. Like,
and it's, okay, would you say it's a difference because you're not necessarily, okay, you weren't born in the 70s, 80s era. You was born in the 90s era. 90s, 2000s, which is kind of a different era. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, Mexicans and blacks already had a whole standing situation in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, and then you come in your era. Would you say because of the people that was ahead of you, they changed the situation, or would you say they've just always been that way? From your understanding.
I can't really speak on that too much, but what I can say is there is some Isukrites that don't say nigga. They get offended when another Mexican says nigga.
Why do you think that is?
Because they just they're part of a gang that's strictly NK, nigga killer. So
damn,
you feel me? And then they also want to keep it like, you know, like gangster culture.
Right.
Like what's up, SA? What's up, fool? Like they don't want to say nigga.
So you say nigga killer, okay?
Mexican culture, gang type of culture. You know what I'm saying?
So it's squads or gangs or affiliations in this area that's strictly NK, what you call nigga killer.
Yeah.
And they Mexicans.
Yeah.
But they nigga killers.
Mm-hmm. They that's what they push because they beef with blackheads.
With blackheads.
Black hoods, like
black
Bloods,
hoods. Okay.
Or Crips.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's heavy what you're saying, man. Like what you're saying is crazy because you would never like coming from an East Coast environment, but coming from like a Philly or coming from any environment like in New Orleans or Chicago or fucking I don't know, Seattle, Washington, you won't know what it's like to live in LA.
Right.
Or live in the IE. Or live in what's the part of
Pasadena.
You live in Pasadena, but what's the
road? San Gabriel Valley.
San who?
San Gabriel Valley.
San Gabriel Valley. Nobody would never know what it's like to live that life. You know what I'm saying? But you lived that life. You know what I'm saying? Not only did you live that life, you lived that life as a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Or lived that life as a brother. You know what I'm saying? Who was under the ideology of society, you know what I'm saying, at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So it's heavy what you're saying. I mean, so what would you think could be the solution to that?
To what?
To the blacks and Mexicans beefing like that.
The UPK.
UPK?
That's the only solution. That's it.
Heavy.
Now music, UPK is the only solution. That's the only real solution. Learning the Bible in the Israelite school, UPK, and learning that Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're the same people.
Right. So I was talking to Kazak Yad. Kazak Yad is a brother from LA, like you are. I'm saying Pasadena. But what the brother was bringing out was heavy. He was trying to prove that Mexicans are in fact Israelites.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if he could prove that Mexicans are Israelites, and we could also prove that niggas is Israelites, then we could technically prove that we the same people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that realm of proving that we're the same people and proving that we all come from the same stock, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now you saying that the Israelite is the safe haven, or you saying that the UPK is where we all learn our true heritage, or where we all learn that's where we come together at.
Dude, that's where the division is gonna stop.
That's it. That's the only real glue.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's heavy. What you're saying, man. That's heavy, man.
Cause you don't see nobody else anywhere else kicking it like we do in the UPK.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't see that nowhere else.
Right. Like we got the brother right here. We got a brother right here. We got a Mexican right here. And man, you said something earlier. You said a word, what Mexicans call niggas, or you said it was a word that means black bug. Could you say that word?
Mayate.
Mayate, you know what I'm saying? I always get that word messed up. Mayates, you know what I'm saying? That's what they call black bugs. It's like a derogatory word for nigga, you know what I'm saying?
It's like a disrespectful term.
It's a disrespectful term, Mayates, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas need to know what that word means.
Nah, here in Cali, they know.
They know what that word means, but we come from Philly. I mean, niggas come here Mayate, I'm like, yeah, I mean, what's good, bro? Like, what's up, Mayate? I'm like, ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck he means. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mayates means what?
It means, when you look up the word, I didn't even know this till Cap looked it up, but it's a little black beetle.
Damn.
But I never knew what it meant. I just knew that it meant I just knew that when somebody said it, you were speaking about a Judite.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is heavy in a sense, because you know what I'm saying, like when you think about how we think about each other, you call them a little black bug.
And I mean, that's deeper too.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with it, you know, that's probably how they came up with it.
Yeah.
So that shit had to come from that shit had to come from Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because in Mexico they use that too. Mayates.
Yeah.
Those Mayates, the black people. That's how they would say it. You know
Those
what I'm saying?
Mayates. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you being a Mexican coming into the truth, you know what I'm saying? What was the thing that really brought you into the truth? Because I'm sure you saw a bunch of niggas, a bunch of black people, a bunch of brothers holding down the truth, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So you see a bunch of, or is that what you saw? You know what I'm saying? What did you see when you was coming into the truth that made you say, you know what? This is what my life entails, or this is what I should do with myself. Like what made you, you know what I'm saying, make that decision in life?
I was going through hell, like the scripture said. You know, the Lord wants a contrite spirit.
Right.
And that's the spirit that I was in. I was in a spirit where I knew by myself, in the state I was in, I wasn't going to be able to move forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just rock bottom. I was in the dirt, as the scripture said, or in the dust.
Right.
Like, you know, like Adam.
Right.
Not knowing, not having no knowledge, just smoking weed, trying to rob, to smoke weed.
Right.
Trying to get in the gang.
Right.
Because I'm just like,
if you don't mind,
I can't get a job.
If you don't mind saying with gang or that,
it was no particular gang. It was just because I couldn't get it slavery.
Right.
And to me, it was like I can't. Like I was looking for slavery for like a whole year.
Right.
And I couldn't get it.
Right.
So I was like, damn, like this is like a curse.
So you turned to the gangs.
I was going to, but in my mind, I was like, I'm too old for that shit. That'll be a stupid decision.
Right.
But I was just in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to move forward for some reason, and it to me was insane. I was like, I can't. It's crazy how I can't get a job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this don't make no sense. This isn't normal. So, what made me get into the truth was being in that state, and I was in. It's crazy because I was in Mexico in the rehab.
Damn.
I was in Mexico in the rehab because of weed. You know what I'm saying? And I was acting up, and where I was living, I was acting out of line. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, and things don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got eventually you're gonna pay for what stuff you're doing.
Right.
So then when I came back, that's when I heard about IUIC. I was just on YouTube. I ran into IUIC on YouTube. I talked to them over the phone. I didn't really connect with them because it was an awkward vibe. Then I got with True Nation.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It was more like, it was like talking to the police.
Right,
you know
talking to a church.
Yeah, like they were too like robotic.
Right.
And then I went to True Nation or whatever out there in LA. I had a car at the time, so I would drive out there. And then when I sort of like,
Pasadena is like an hour from LA, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
2 hours.
I went to True Nation, and I was going to their classes.
It depends.
Like by Hoover.
Like, Pasadena to LA.
Yeah.
Like an hour at the max, right?
But with traffic too.
Oh, okay, my bad with traffic.
Yeah.
But like still, like from Pasadena to LA ain't really that far.
Come on, yeah, you right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's never 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like my bad. That's my fault. It's more like an hour to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was going to out there with them with that fake Israelite group. At the time, at this point, I never heard of UPK at all, right? So I'm with True Nation. I go there for a week, but it's crazy because every time I'm going to True Nation, every time I leave, I get worse. You know what I'm saying? Every time I leave, I feel more vexed. I'm like, damn, like whatever, Eventually, I stopped going because I saw that they weren't genuine. You know what I'm saying? So,
I never even heard of True Nation.
Yeah. So at this time, I never heard of UPK. I stopped going over there, and then after a while, I start to give up on it, right? Because I'm going through a lot of vexation mentally. I'm going through mental vexation.
Right.
You feel me? And eventually I was like, man, I don't know, this is for me. Maybe this is fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through some shit. But then it's crazy because this is how I know that I was in the truth when I came to the UPK, right?
Right.
Because I prayed. I was like, Lord, if this is real, I pray for some brothers that I can go to.
Right.
Just let me have some brothers right here that can teach me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then the next day, I see Lahab on YouTube.
Shout out Lahab.
Shout out to Lahab out here in Cali. And when I saw him on YouTube, it blew me away because I knew him in high school. And he's the last person I think to be in the truth. You know what I'm saying?
The last person. When you say last person, what you mean by that?
Like I never thought of him being in the truth. Knowing him in high school, it's like damn, that's a big change, big transition. Lahab was like he's like the cholo you see among any Israelite. He had the Dickies, he had the Chucks. You know what I'm saying?
Any West Coast cholo.
Yeah, he was just like a dude. Right? I didn't know him good like that, but I would always say what up to him. My homies would kick it with him. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all all from the Mexican neighborhood.
He was from a crew.
Oh, he was rocking with a gang or a crew.
Like he was rocking with a crew that they got pressed to turn into a gang because there was too alive. Eventually, that's how they do it out here. If you're part of a crew and they see that you're doing too much, you're trying to start banging and you beefing with other crews, the gang tell you, look, you either gonna click with us, y'all gonna stop that, and then we gonna come after y'all.
Damn.
So that's how it is out here.
That's heavy. We about to get the exclusive with Lahab in the field, so we're gonna definitely clear that up. But so you said you saw how he was rocking in high school, and you was like, damn, if he could do it, I could do it, right?
Yeah. I was like, this is a sign.
Right.
Because when I seen Lahab, I was like, he was like a straight revolutionary.
Right.
He had a black button up with the red shields and shit. It looked demonic. But I knew it wasn't. But to me, it just looked real hardcore.
Right.
So I was like, oh, this is it. This is a sign. I call him up. I talk to Cap on the phone. And then he passes me Lahab, and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? It's me from high school. My slave name is Anthony. It's me, Anthony, from high school. And he's like, he didn't recognize me until I told him more.
Shout out to Lahab too. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Lahab for real. And
that's funny. Hey, real quick,
go ahead.
Because when you called me, I was actually with Lahab.
Yeah.
Like me and Lahab don't even live nowhere close, but like when you happened to call me, I happened to be with Lahab that day, right or wrong. Remember that though? And he was like, I know. I remember you called me. He was like, I know that brother. I know Lahab. I mean, I know. He said the slave name.
Yeah, Anthony.
And I was like, oh yeah. And then he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm here right now. You want like here? I said, you know this guy? And he talked to Ahsh Kawar. And they talked and was like, I was like, basically, you're gonna check in with Lahab. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, so I spoke to Lahab, and from right there, he told me to come to class, come in all black. I showed up to class.
That was a wrap.
And it was there was a wrap. I already knew this is where I gotta be.
So let me ask you a question. Like, okay, first of all, you saw Lahab rocking, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying, the brother's Mexican, you know what I'm saying? And it's heavy to speak about it because I'm from Philly, so I don't really know what it's like out here, you know what I'm saying? So you of course you saw the brother, you know what I'm saying, in his whole bag with a bunch of brothers. So how did you overcome that situation being Mexican and seeing that it was predominantly black niggas in it?
Well, to me, it wasn't difficult because in the world, I was never the Mexican who hated black people.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Right. I see what you're saying.
Like I was part of a crew too.
Right.
And there was a black brother we called AK.
Okay.
African kid.
Okay.
So he grew up amongst our street. So to me, being around brothers was normal. Even in high school, I always kept it cool with brothers.
Right.
So to me, it was more like it was a positive thing for me.
Right. Okay.
Because I always had a good relationship with brothers. Of course, sometimes I would get in situations with them, but for the most part, it was always cool.
Right. So now when you think about your people, I know you're thinking about your people. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about your people. How would you think it'd be beneficial to your people if you rocking with something like that?
If they was to rock with the UPK?
Yeah, if you was rocking with the UPK, I'm sure you was always thinking about your people and how you would benefit your own people. How do you think that something like this regarding a bunch of brothers will benefit your people? Because most people don't think that Hispanics and blacks are the same people, right?
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like if you think about it, when you see niggas and Hispanics, let's say in prison or in the streets, they not really the same. They don't rock together.
Right, yeah.
I noticed that out here. They don't click together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how did you bridge the gap? Like what was that deciding factor that made you bridge the gap?
That made me bridge the gap?
Between like niggas like Captain Gadar, Captain Tazariot, General Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? Niggas like that to brothers like you, Lahab, and Kazak Yad out in LA.
So for me, it was normal. It was like it wasn't like I said, it wasn't difficult.
Right.
I came in the truth. I saw Cat. I saw Quan.
Shout out to Cat Conwall.
Yeah, Captain Conwall. So it was just like to me that wasn't an issue with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's heavy because like when I think about it, when I see LA, I see a division. I see it's a mean segregation line. It's mean. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not nothing that a person in Philly can understand. Or it's not something that a person in let's say DC or Baltimore can understand because they don't see it the way you see it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Or a person in Virginia or Chicago can understand. Excuse me. You can understand it because you lived it. You know what it's like to be segregated or divided amongst black people, and now you united. Can you speak about that newfound revelation or the newfound epiphany?
Well, like for me, my personal,
your personal opinion.
For me is shit. I mean, it was a change. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was better for me because I always got along with brothers, man. Like for me, it was more like a good thing. I was just like, man, that's what's up.
Right.
So me and black people are related.
Right.
And I always like sisters too. You feel me?
Right. And
I'm like, damn, that too. Okay, so I was like, so okay, me, black people, you know, Judites, we're the same people. To me, that was just like, damn, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what's up. To me, it was just like, that's dope.
Right.
That's dope right there.
Yeah, I mean, because like sometimes we don't see the similarities. We see the differences. Yeah. We see like, I mean, we see what you got versus what we got, and we think it's just different. You know what I mean? But what you're saying is super heavy. You know what I'm saying? So when you come into the school, like what was the determining factor that just brought you into the school? Like when you seen it, it was like, okay.
I was just destroyed, and I knew, man, that the school was just it. Like I knew on another level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew on another level that if I didn't get into school, it was a wrap for me. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna end up in a loony bin, probably in jail, on drugs, or dead. Like for me, it wasn't like lukewarm type of stuff.
Right.
For me, it was like, this is it.
It was dead enough.
Yeah. Like you could tell he probably tell you when I first came to his door, because he know me from high school. He was like, "What's up, man? What's up?" I just walked by and went inside. Cause I was like, "Yeah, I need to be here. Like, heavy, I need this."
That's heavy. That's heavy. So I mean, we right here, man. We out in LA, man. Anything else you want to tell the people, man? Because you know it's gonna be people that like your people, my people. That's not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? They might be seeing this. They might be in the world. You know what I'm saying? They might be living that life that you was living in. You know what I'm saying? They might be going through what you was going through. They might be facing that same hell that you was facing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that see this ain't gonna be in the truth. So let's say it's something that you wanted to tell the people that's in the world. Like, what would you tell the people that's in the world? You know what I'm saying? Whether they Mexican, black, or Native American. You know what I'm saying? What would you want to tell the people in the world? Like,
I would just say that, you know, if you struggling, if you think about killing yourself, you understand? If you thinking about like there's no way out, like, you know, you just gotta rob, you gotta steal,
right,
or whatever.
Right.
If you ain't got a way out, man, if you're trying to learn the truth,
right,
get into UPK. You
right.
Feel me?
Right.
Right. And here you gonna get a second chance.
Right.
And right here is where life is.
Right.
Understand? So if you don't got a life, if you dead, if you miserable, and here you gonna be able to change that.
And you said dead, man. Dead, not being physically dead, but dead, spiritually and mentally dead, man.
You a crackhead or you a dope head. Your family don't give a damn about you. And
right.
here they gonna care about you.
Right.
And here you gonna change, and here you gonna have people who really looking after you.
Right.
Helping, raising you up.
Right. And it's real.
It's real. It's not no. Oh, they're just trying to get money off of you. None of that. Nah, it's real in here.
It's real.
And here we understand that if you Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you are Israelite. Do you understand? And it's our duty to bring you back to your identity.
And man, you came from what you came from, so of course, anybody that came from what you came from could do it.
You know,
because absolutely. You did it, right?
No excuses.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people who you are, where you from, man. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Nothing else, man. Just you Isupk. I'm the Commander General Honda, man. If you Black, Hispanic, North American Indian, get in this truth before it's too late.
Before it's too late, man. What's too late?
Too late, man. It's that coronavirus in the hospital.
Facts.
That's too late.
Facts.
Too late is getting killed, man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Too late is getting AIDS.
Right.
Getting cancer.
Right.
Getting high blood pressure, getting a heart attack.
Right. When you think about that time when you're like, oh man, I'm calling the Lord.
Man, the Lord answered. He put me low though. He brought me down low. He like, look, nigga, you gonna come down here and come serve me. Fuck all that other shit you doing. And he did it. And he brought me in here.
Right.
I was getting my ass whooped.
Right.
In the world, I was getting tore up.
Yeah, man.
I fucking crawled in school like, I need it. Like, it's done. I quit. I'm in here.
It's over.
Yeah.
Shout out my man Ahsh, man. Yeah. We here, man. We out LA, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything else you want to say to the people?
That's it.
That's it, man. Look, man, we here, man. One West, Isupk, man. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Isupk, let's get it.
One West.
One West.
rap represent for the culture. Niggas coming out here with all this funny color hair, skinny jeans and shit. Fuck
that
that, nigga.
shit is
We taking it back
gay.
to the fringes. Motherfucking Spikes, nigga, representing for the Hebrews.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
real,
Angry
nigga,
black
yeah.
man media,
That's how
nigga.
we
We getting
do
it there. We bringing that real shit back.
That's
I
what
match
I'm
my
saying.
guns with the sneaks. That's my fashion week. Go ask the streets. Dog, we got massive beef. We pass elite. Play this on blast, repeat. Let it go worldwide. Let the masses peep. I don't care if she thick or her ass petite. She want war with the D. She a casualty. Long as she don't got no limits like I'm Master P. Fucking bitches! Boom, dick style!
No, do that shit over again. I had one last line.
You know I'm squeezing on triggers, my bullets hitting you won't heal it with stitches. You don't want that, you don't wanna get your skull cracked. Better tighten up when a nigga tell you fall back. Titties on the drum, you a sucker, give you all that. When you stand tall at, that's where you gon' fall at.